Today we are going to discuss about the slush casting process. So far we have discussed a few casting processes like the permanent mold casting process like die casting, low pressure die casting, high pressure die casting. So we have discussed few casting processes and the series of casting. So in this session we will be discussing about the slush casting process. So it's one of the simple casting process which is comes under the permanent mold casting process. So slush casting is a variant of permanent mold casting to create a hollow casting or hollow cast. So the main purpose of this particular process is to create a hollow casting. Okay. So in the previous type like low pressure die casting and high pressure die casting, centrifugal casting or sand casting. So these types of casting processes are mainly used to create a solid casting processes. And whenever we need a hollow shape or hollow thing, then we will be inserting a kind of core. Okay, but so in this slush casting process, which doesn't use any kind of core or something, but it is it is very easily create will be used to create a hollow cast. So in the process, the material is poured. So this is the mold. Okay, so the mold cavity is the negative impression of the product that we are intended to create, and the molten metal is poured into the mold cavity. Okay, then it is allowed to cool until a shell of material forms in the mold. So now, so this is the mold ready to be poured, and here we can see the mold immediately after pouring. So now the molten metal is completely filled inside the mold cavity. So and we are allowed to cool for a certain period of time to create a shell kind of thing near the adjacent to the mold wall, because the casting is started or casting will be initiated near the mold wall, because the mold wall is low temperature and molten metal is in high temperature. When the high temperature molten metal approaches or when it touches the mold wall, the solidification will be started. Okay, so the solidification is started and it is progresses towards like this in perpendicular to the direction of the mold wall, perpendicular to the mold wall. Okay, so a uniform thickness will be created all along the mold wall. Okay, so after some time, the remaining molten liquid, molten metal will be poured out. So after evacuating the excess molten metal inside the mold cavity, now now we can get the shell kind of thing inside the mold wall. Okay. So this is a very simple process and which is mainly used to create a shell kind of products. And here you can see the exterior appearance of a product that we have created by the shell casting, so slush casting process. And this is the cross-sectional view. So here you can see it is not a solid thing, and this particular casting has a very minimum thickness. Okay, if you want to increase the thickness, then the solidification time that we are giving should be more. If you increase the solidification time or if you keep the molten metal inside the mold for a longer period of time, you will be getting a higher thickness. So the thickness control is mainly dependent on how much time we give for solidification. So if we keep the molten metal until the complete solidification, then we will get a solid product. Okay. And if we pull for a particular time, then the excess material will be poured out, then we'll be getting a small, very fine, very small thickness, very thin shell we will get. So where it is used? So the main applications are hollow thin castings, toys, decorative items, statues, lampshades, thin section ornaments, etc. So this is the way, these are the applications of source casting process. Now we will move